Welcome to Anti-Aging Insights, where age is a state of mind and aging is a treatable condition. And now, here is your host, Dr. Teri Fisher.
Hello there. Welcome to episode 13 of Anti-Aging Insights. Today, we are tackling the age-old question of lip flip versus lip filler. These are two extremely popular cosmetic treatments, and today's podcast episode is all about what these are. We'll get into a little bit about the science of each one of them, and then we'll get into some of the similarities, some of the differences, what you can expect from these treatments, and ultimately help you to determine which of these treatments is right for you. This is a very, very common question. I'm often asked, what is the difference between a lip flip and a lip filler treatment? And so today's podcast episode is inspired by all of those questions. So let's talk about lip flips first. What is a lip flip? Well, a lip flip is all about using a neuromodulator, like Botox, to relax the muscle around the mouth. The main muscle around the mouth is called the orbicularis oris. This is the muscle that allows us to move our lips. And when one injects a neurotoxin, a neuromodulator, such as Botox, it temporarily relaxes the muscle around the mouth. And this can actually reduce some of the wrinkles around the mouth as well. You may have heard of smoker's lines or barcode lines. These are the vertical lines that are often sitting on top of the upper lip. Now, it's called smoker's line sometimes, but this is a misnomer. It's not really due to smoking. And so the treatment for this is using Botox to inject into the muscle. It helps to relax the muscle, and in turn, there is less movement and you get less lines there. Now, when you do this, very similarly, when you are injecting the Botox into that muscle, you can also create a lip flip. So let's get back to that basic question. What is the lip flip? Well, when you relax that muscle, it causes the upper lip to just roll slightly upward and outward, creating the appearance of fuller lips. So you can actually simulate this by going to a mirror and just putting your fingers on your upper lip and just gently, ever so slightly, pull up on the lip so it rolls up and out. Now keep in mind that Botox lip flips have very subtle results. And that's one of the big differences, and we'll get to that. But lip filler can be quite more dramatic if that's what you want to go for. But if you want a subtle result, then a lip flip might be what you want. So again, the neuromodulator, the Botox, is injected into the upper lip muscle, the orbicularis oris. This causes the muscle to relax, and as a result of that, the lip slightly turns upward and outward, and this creates the appearance of the fuller lips. There was a study, 2020, that was recorded in the Journal of Cosmetic Dermatology, and this showed that the Botox lip flips treatments are effective in enhancing the appearance of the lips. And there were no major complications reported as a result of that. And the before and after photos from these patients also showed those results. So, yes, the lip flip is effective. Keep in mind that it is a very subtle treatment. It's not going to have dramatic results, but it's good for some people, and we'll get into why in a little bit. Now, let's talk about lip filler treatments. So what is a lip filler treatment? Well, this is also a cosmetic treatment to enhance the appearance of lips. But the big difference here is rather than injecting a neuromodulator such as Botox, we inject a hyaluronic acid filler. It's a substance that is used to enhance the look of the lips by actually injecting some volume and making the lips look more plump and hydrated through the use of the hyaluronic acid. Now, because we're actually injecting a substance into the lips, these results can be more apparent or more dramatic in some cases compared to a lip flip. With a lip filler treatment, again, a tiny needle is used and various injections are done in various locations of the lips to enhance the look, to make them look a little bit more plump, or to make them look a little bit more defined. And again, there was a study in the Journal of Cosmetic Dermatology in 2018 where it was looked at to see if hyaluronic acid fillers are safe and effective for lip enhancement, and they did find that that was the case. The bottom line is that a lip flip and a lip filler treatment both are used to enhance lips, but I would say that that is where the similarities end. There are a number of differences now between the two that I'd like to discuss with you so that we have a better sense of some of the differences that are then used to make a decision as to which treatment is right for a person. So let's talk about that. One of the key differences between the lip flip and the lip filler treatment is the longevity of the treatment. Lip flips with Botox tend to last approximately 3 months, give or take, depending on the person. That's how long Botox treatments last. Whether you're doing Botox for your frown lines or whether you're doing Botox for a lip flip, they tend to last approximately 3 months. Whereas when you have a lip filler treatment, it can last for a year or more, depending on the type of filler and depending on the person. So, one big difference, if you want that longevity, then the lip filler is the way to go. Another difference is the cost. Lip flips are typically less expensive than lip filler treatments. But again, for those that want to do the lip flip and you like the look of the lip flip and you want to maintain that, then after about 3 months when it runs out, then you would be doing another treatment. So over time, it depends how often you're doing it, but the cost can then become comparable. There's a bigger upfront cost for the lip filler treatment, but again, you get that longevity right off the bat. One of the other big differences, and I touched on this a little bit earlier, is the fact that the lip flip treatment tends to be more subtle. Because we're just injecting the neuromodulator and it's changing the tone of the muscle that is already there, this tends to have subtle results. Whereas with the lip filler treatment, we are actually injecting a substance that can make the lips look more plump. So that can have a more obvious or more apparent or more dramatic treatment. So again, it depends on what you prefer. If you want to have a very subtle lip enhancement treatment, then a lip flip might be the perfect treatment for you. If you want to inject some volume into your lips, then filler is the way to go. Now, when it comes to the complications, I would say that both of these treatments have very low complication rates in the hands of an experienced healthcare provider. However, I will also say that there are some differences in the complications between the two. First of all, the similarity between the two is that they are both injections, so you can get some mild bruising. That is certainly a possibility, although not that common. And there is, of course, some slight discomfort from the fine needles that are used. With regards to the lip flip technique, some of the risks to be aware of, again, which are very uncommon, are the things that are associated with relaxing the muscle around the mouth. So if you relax the muscle around the mouth, you may have a little bit more of a challenge when it comes to sucking fluid through a straw or whistling or that sort of thing. So if that is important to you, or for your job, you're a musician or you are an actor, and it's really important that you be able to do all types of movements and articulation with your mouth, then that might be something to consider when it comes to the lip flip. When it comes to the lip filler, there are very, very rare complications that can happen where you can get some filler in a blood vessel, but these things are typically identified early and there are ways to treat that as well. Nevertheless, it is something that you need to be aware of when you're having a lip filler treatment. So with that being said, Botox or neuromodulator lip flips and lip filler treatments are both extremely popular cosmetic procedures for enhancing the appearance of the lips. They are both generally considered very safe and effective when performed by a qualified and experienced healthcare provider. And the choice between the two will ultimately depend on what you want and what your desired outcome is. Things to take into account is how long you want the procedure to last for. What kind of results do you want? Do you want them to be very subtle versus a little bit more apparent? The cost is important. And as with any cosmetic procedure, it's important to have an assessment done with an experienced healthcare provider so that you can get all your questions answered. You can have that discussion about what would be most appropriate for you. And ultimately, with the proper preparation and aftercare, you can enjoy fuller and more youthful looking lips with either of the Botox lip flip or the filler lip treatments. Now, just before I sign off, let's talk a little bit about the future of lip enhancements. Well, as the technology continues to advance, we're going to see new and innovative ways to enhance the appearance of lips. There is ongoing research about different types of biodegradable and biocompatible materials that can be used. And another promising area of research is the use of stem cells for lip augmentation. These things are not available yet, but they are on the horizon, and this will be very interesting because they'll have the potential to stimulate the growth of new tissue and help create natural-looking and long-lasting results. So, if you are considering Botox lip flips or lip filler treatments, I encourage you to schedule a consultation with one of us at Anti-Aging Medical and Laser Clinic. During your consultation, of course, we can discuss your personal goals and expectations, and we can then make some recommendations in conjunction with your desires in terms of what you want for your lips. As always, the most important thing is to prioritize safety and well-being, and we maintain that is our number one priority at our clinic. So thank you for listening to the episode. If you know of anybody that's considering a lip flip versus a lip filler treatment, feel free to share this on with them so that they can learn a little bit more about us. And I look forward to chatting with you sometime soon at the clinic. Feel free to reach out to antiagingvancouver.com or drterifisher.com for more information. Talk to you soon.
Thanks for listening to today's episode of Anti-Aging Insights. Stay tuned to discover more of the latest news, treatments, technologies, and developments in non-surgical cosmetic and anti-aging medicine. For more inspiration, to access the show notes, or to book an appointment with Dr. Fisher, Dr. Frame, or any of the other anti-aging professionals, please visit our website at antiagingvancouver.com. Until next time, stay inspired and live life well.